Hi, welcome to another episode of Techfile right here on KTN News. I'm Brian George Atieno and I'm coming to you live from Kibera, Nairobi. I'll be telling you why we are coming to you from this location. It's because we'll be talking about technology for social good. I will be speaking to an engineer who is setting up water treatment plant to supply water to this community right here, but using technology in a way we have not seen before. But first off, our tech news of the week. GoPro will be expanding its camera lineup in the next year, adding 2 more models alongside its current Hero and Max cameras. According to Nick Woodman, the company's founder and CEO who spoke during the company's earnings presentation on Thursday, GoPro wants to offer more specialized cameras while still using a lot of the same technology. GoPro used to have several models in its Hero lineup, from the white, silver and the black models of cameras like the Hero 3 and Hero 7. To rare screenless session cameras. Since the Hero 8's release, though, it only released flagship models, opting to sell older flagships in lieu of introducing lower spec but still current generation cameras. Now, the much-awaited Samsung S22 has been launched. The Galaxy S22 Ultra will be a successor to the Galaxy Note. That means we could see an integrated S Pen along with a wider display and squared-off design. But definitely its camera offering is a feature to die for. Here is a snapshot of what the device looks like.
Better get ready, this is where it's going down. Look here, got everybody talking. Watch this. Be prepared to be amazed on the latest trend. Watch this. Be prepared to be amazed, prepared to be amazed. Eyes on us. Eyes on us.
The latest addition to the US border force could be robot dogs. The Department of Homeland Security DHS released new details this week of trials of quadrupedal robots on the southern border. The machines are being tested in a variety of surveillance-focused roles, and although the DHS has shared no timeline for full-term deployment, it says trials are successful and that work with the machines will continue. Facebook lost daily users for the first time in its 18-year history, the platform's parent company Meta reported on Wednesday, which Chief Mark Zuckerberg attributed to stiff competition from fast-growing rivals like TikTok among young people. Despite slowing in the US and Europe in the recent years, it has continued to grow by adding users elsewhere. Now, Meta's profitability also fell in the last 3 months of the last year. It still made nearly $40 billion in profit last year, driving shares down more than 20% in out-of-hours trading Wednesday. Finally, Sony has revealed it will launch more than 10 live service games within the next 4 years. The company unveiled its plan during an investor call, where the CFO Hiroki Totoki essentially admitted the acquisition of Bungie for $3.6 billion was about more than just Destiny and more about ramping up efforts to produce live service games, which are games that are updated with new content over time. They tend to generate revenue through in-game purchases rather than initial sales. Very well, time now to explore how technology is being used for social good, and we'll be talking about water and sanitation, why that project is important for this community and how it is being employed, and if this community actually cares about technology at the end of the day. So come with me, let's talk about how technology is impacting people in their own lives. Come.
My name is Jamlik Mutie and I'm a water engineer. And this is the water source for Shofco water supply project.
Oh, what happens here?
Yeah, so as I had mentioned to you, is that our water source is, we get our water from a borehole. Once the water is pumped from this point, it is conveyed into raw water storage tanks, then conveyed to the water treatment plant. So we are using a range of technologies just to make sure that we are supplying our communities, our beneficiaries with clean, safe water. So just to make sure that happens is that we are having a water purification plant using reverse osmosis technology, the most advanced technology at the moment in water purification, particularly for dissolved chemicals. Then from that point now, from the water purification plant, it is conveyed again to clean water distribution tanks and supplied to the communities, where at the kiosk we are also using a cashless water dispensing technology for convenience of our customers. So from here, the borehole site, I'm taking you to where we do our water purification, as well as where our customers get water through the water ATMs. So once the water is pumped out from the borehole, it comes through this system, which is a pressurized system.
Okay.
So it is pumped to this carbon filter system that now is able to filter the large particles of contained in the water.
Okay.
Then from that point, it is conveyed to this section,
Okay.
where we also have an additional filter,
Okay.
the nano filter, that is actually now able to remove even the quite finer elements of it.
Okay.
Yeah, then from this filter the system is now pumped to this reverse osmosis section.
Okay.
So we have 4 of them, and each one of them has a capacity of producing 2,000 liters of clean water per hour.
Amazing. So that is now what brings it to 8,000, right?
Exactly.
Great. So
Yeah. So during that process, we are able to get the clean water,
Okay.
and some of it is now wastewater. So the efficiency of the system is 70%. So if you pump in 100 liters of water, raw water, then the system will produce 70 liters of clean water and 30 liters of wastewater. So we are able to monitor the whole production process through the control panel, the pressure gauges. So this device, we are able now to monitor the clean water production. You can see the calibration.
Okay.
At this point, we are able now to monitor the production per hour in real time of the wastewater.
Amazing.
Yeah, so the clean water is pumped to clean water tanks. The wastewater gets into wastewater tanks that we are actually recycling the water for use in cleaning and even for flushing the toilets.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you have more devices on this side. Want to show us?
Yes.
What do we have here, engineer?
What we have here is we are at the water purification plant, where we are using reverse osmosis technology. So the process of purification is that once the water is pumped out from the borehole, it is stored in water storage tanks. And because the water does not meet the desired qualities for drinking water, then we have to treat that water using technology. And what we are largely treating is high levels of fluoride, which are 4.7 ppm against 1.5 ppm. So we are using reverse osmosis technology, which is able to remove all those dissolved salts. The first stage is that when the water is coming from the water storage tanks, it passes through a carbon filter that is able to remove the larger particles within the water, and then also another series of water filters until it comes now to the reverse osmosis plant. This is the plant now which is able to remove the elements which have not been filtered, the chemical elements which are dissolved in the water, including the fluorides, levels of salinity, and all that substances. So once that water is purified, our plant is able to produce 8,000 liters per hour. So once that water is purified, is now pumped out to distribution tanks. Through this treatment plant, we are serving a range of community members through water kiosks, and we are also connecting some of our neighbors and enterprises. The water is also being used to serve the SHOFCO facilities. That includes the Kibera School for Girls, which has a population of more than 600 pupils. So the community is also serving about 4,000 beneficiaries. Through working with the government, we test our water through the government chemists, just to make sure that the water that we are producing actually meets the government standards for safe drinking water. We are solving the problem of inadequate water supply in Kibera through technology, really. And therefore, even at the water kiosks, we have installed water ATMs, 25 of them in all the water kiosks. And therefore, communities are able to come and draw water without even the intervention of the water kiosk attendants. And also, the system is a cashless system, so it ensures transparency and the convenience in payment. Through the whole process of water production, purification, and transmission to the communities, we are using technology because of its impact in ensuring efficiency and also making maintenance costs low. Yeah, so we have a number of ways that we are using technology. One is that the water treatment is, we are using quite advanced water purification technology, the reverse osmosis technology. Okay. The other technology that we are using is actually on the transmission, that we are using aerial pipeline, which prevents water contamination during transmission, and also ensures that there are no vandalism or illegal connections. The communities have been very positive on using the technology, may it be on the cashless payment system and also in drawing water, because now they are able to know actually how much money they are spending for the water, which is also highly subsidized at 2 shillings per 20-liter jerrycan. Yeah, so the other part of the water supply system is that because of the technology that we are using, communities are able to access water throughout the day, 24 hours. And for that, we have installed solar-powered floodlights so that they are able to get water even during those late hours. In this one, we have the water analysis reports. Okay. That we actually do every month, both for the raw water and also the water coming out from the water purification plant. Okay. And we also do a lot of training to our plant technicians, just to make sure that they have the right skills for the job. And this is the government laboratory, the Water Resources Authority, where we take our water samples for analysis. This is also a section of the water treatment plant. Okay. But it's also using another technology of sand filtration. But we realize that it is not able, in terms of efficiency, to remove the fluorides to the levels that we wanted. Okay. Yeah, so that's why we upgraded into that one. So this one now is the control panel that we are able to monitor how the borehole is functioning. And also the water levels at the tanks. About the storage reservoirs, okay, where the water gets into after from the pump. Yes.
Okay. Nice. How much did it cost to get all this?
Yeah, I mean, with the technology is expensive to begin with. Yeah, so yeah, it's quite a capital intensive venture. Yeah. Up here we have the water storage reservoirs. Okay. From the borehole, you can see those are the lines coming from the borehole. Ah, nice. All the way. So they first get into these this tank here.
The metallic one.
Yeah, the steel tank.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the plastic tank. They are all now for storage of the raw water. We call it raw water because it's not treated.
Okay.
Yeah, so then from these raw water tanks now the water gets into the water purification system, and when that is done, it gets now to the 100,000 capacity liter tank, clean water tank.
Wow.
Yeah, and then now from there now it's able to be transmitted to the community, to the water kiosks, as well as the other private connections that we have done.
Amazing.
This tank holds the wastewater from the plant, and therefore now we are using this water now to for cleaning within the facilities, the washrooms, the sinks, all that. We have a 4-kilometer network, pipeline network. So we have a kiosk down there. You can see another tower there. Yeah, it is able to supply by gravity to the kiosks which are there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what is the distribution interval? Like this is like how long from here?
The plastic tank is 10,000 liters capacity.
Okay.
And is the water. It captures the wastewater that is coming from the plant.
Okay.
And now we use this wastewater to for cleaning within the compound, for using in the washrooms. Yeah, so that we maximize on the water usage.
This is the water kiosk. This is the machine. Okay, where community members do fetch their water, and they fetch the water using the tokens.
Okay.
So this one is the tokens. Every community member has got the blue token.
Okay.
So when you come here, you choose any of the 3 buttons.
Okay.
You press, then you present your token. This one, you present it here.
Okay.
Yeah, the water comes out.
Very well, now that we are aware of how technology is being used for social good, let me now show you a bit of interesting videos I sampled for you for this episode.
is turning ideas into reality, especially in the healthcare sector because it has such a nurturing ecosystem. With the emergence of artificial intelligence, VR and AR, 3D printing, and nanotechnology, we design a near-realistic environment for the purpose of training, saving cost as we do not require a physical space. We're also able to have risky or dangerous training. COVID-19 has taught us to unite as one human race. Immersive technologies help us to connect, helping professionals to reach the end user faster. In Arab Health 2020, Munfarid was the immersive solutions partner, focusing on showcasing the latest trends in health tech. We have a very strong strategic alliance such as Google and HP. Dubai is a home for some of the leading ideas that are going to grow to have a global impact.
That's where we end it right here on Techfile on KTN News. Many thanks for your invaluable company as we spoke all matters technology. Join me again next week, same place, same time, only on KTN News where we talk all things technology. Bye-bye for now.